I met a gypsy.
Would you have liked to ride every day, or are you kind of glad that you had a more normal childhood?
No, I'm good. I'm good for every day. It's too much for me.
Yeah.
I yeah, I just mm. This is just my feeling, but I just like to ride two time week.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
Yeah.
For sure it's important to train more, but if I didn't have any trainer or anyone, just training by myself, I would probably ride 2, maybe 3 a week.
And what's your what's the thinking behind that for you? Like why would that work better for you, do you think?
Well, so like I love racing, the event of Supercross, but like I said, I didn't start riding dirt bike as like a like I didn't have any like role model for me. So if I like dirt bike or not, I like it, but I don't love it.
Yeah.
Like I never had the days like I woke up in the morning, I want to go ride dirt bike. It's like, I mean, not to mean disrespectful, but I take it serious because I'm at the good position with the team. Maybe have a good shot of taking the title. So that's my motivation. But yeah, I just love racing, so
Yeah.
that's why it gets me going. But yeah, yes, if people tell me if you want to ride dirt bike every day, I will consider about it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think
just different, it's
Yeah, and I think that's completely fine to say. Like and again, there's guys that, and so Formula 1, for example, they're never in the car. That doesn't mean that, doesn't mean that they don't, want to win and that they're not doing their best to do it. But like, you just can't train in a Formula 1 car every day. And then you keep other interests outside the sport, and then you don't get burnt out as quick. You can have a longer career because you're not just like every single day. So I think, like you could even hear you're like a little bit like, oh, I don't even know if I want to actually say that. Like maybe it sounds bad to say,
it's just like,
but I don't think it
like,
is.
Yeah, so it sounds like if you don't like it, why are you doing it, right? I think people are gonna say that, which I totally get it, but yeah, I realized this only a few years ago. Maybe my favorite thing to do is that event, the Supercross, the hype and the people. That's what I like about this sport. I still like the sport. I just, if people tell me if you like riding 2 wheels, I'm like, I like it, but not like love it.
Yeah, and I think that's fair enough, and it's a good, it's your job, and you've got a really great job and you love doing your job, but yeah, you don't have to just love the, every single part about, the training and all that sort of stuff. I know Formula 1 drivers where if you give them a chance to drive a go-kart, they'll laugh at you. They'll be like, oh, I'm not fucking doing that. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, no. Yeah, just like, yeah. Just different.
Yeah. So what is like the main interest that you've got outside of racing? So like if you don't love motocross but you love like the racing, what's the thing that you do are like really passionate about? What's the things that you're thinking about when you're not dirt bike riding?
Well, honestly, I just miss my friends, family. Always, because I grew up in Japan, I would always go out with friends, just to eat dinner or something.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I miss the most. And not struggle, but made me rethink sometime because I don't get to see the friends often. Um, so yeah, my hobby or favorite thing to do outside of motocross is probably just seeing family. I'll go back to Japan. We have like I have we have the parents' house obviously, and my grandma's house. My mom is here, so I always see her. So I'll stay in my grandma's house for like 2 weeks straight. Like, just I can't get away with it. It's like it never like gets boring. Always enjoy my time with my grandma and stuff. And yeah, just also, but I, I just take that as another like motivation for me.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
do this all the work here, get um maybe make a little more money, come back to Japan, just 2 weeks straight, um, party.
That's sick. It is like a, I guess it maybe can you explain, I guess, the culture in Japan around family? Because I think that, like I'm about to, well, first of all too, like I fully understand what you mean. Like I lived in America for almost like 8 years and was away from like family and friends, and it's definitely like a really hard thing to do, to know that you are missing out on this time, and because of Instagram and because we're all so connected, like you can see all of the things that your friends are doing and you're not there and you're not a part of. So it does make it's hard to go through that, but it is, like you said, a bit of extra motivation to want to be successful and be financially set up, and maybe you can be a part of like taking care of your grandma and that. So, but I guess culturally, how does family kind of play into your life in Japan? Do you think that maybe there's like more of a focus on family and like being together and spending that time together in Japanese culture?
So yeah, culture difference. There's a lot of things, but how do you actually? Maybe there's not a culture difference. Maybe just because um I was with my family, they live close to me.
Yeah.
All the friends from school are close to me, so I had a lot of people that's around me, and then I come here. So maybe I struggle on the amateur days because, like I said, I love racing spirit, the nerves and stuff. I love it. But to Rios, like as an amateur, we don't get to have not as big fans, not like a cool stadium and stuff. Always training. We'll go to local races or regionals, and then Loretta's the biggest race. So I'll still get through it, but like struggle to have fun, just living. Just because so first 3 years I went to public school. Okay, so and zero speaking English. Um, maybe I made one friend,
Really?
like one good friend. He's a friend of me right now too. He's actually really cool. He rides dirt bike too. Yeah, so it just like from having every day you have like 2 or 3 people around you, like good friends, to nothing every day. Just go out from the house, go to school. You do this all the work, not talking to or can't talk to anyone because of your English skill. Just really, I honestly, when I was at the school, I maybe speak none because so I've just felt too much of the English barrier.
Yeah.
It was whole nother language. So yeah, so like, what's the fun at this point?
Yeah.
Like, you have no friends, and only one, maybe two of your family in your house. and yeah, struggle a little bit, but as the time go on, start to open up a little more, and then it got better and better. Now, like right now, I feel like I'm a little more settled.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if people tell me where do you want to live right now, I would probably pick Japan. But yeah, just the sport is so amazing here, so that's why I stay. But yeah, maybe I don't think it's a culture different thing. I think it's just me. Just the it's crazy. Like the language is so, it's difficult. Like imagine walking out the door right now, and you can't speak the English. That's how I felt like. So yeah, like maybe that's the part of it being maybe a little more nicer personality now, because I know the feeling of those persons,
We're excited to announce the launch of our new membership site, Gypsytailscom, packed with exclusive content and perks that you won't find anywhere else. This is your chance to become a part of the Gypsy Gang. And as a special bonus, if you sign up to an annual membership, you'll be entered into the draw to win our custom-built TC125. Gypsy Gang.